Well, hey Gundam Maniacs, welcome to another episode of Gundam Explained. In this episode, in collaboration with Sieg, New York, we're going to be taking a look at the high-grade Rising Freedom Gundam. That's right, the brand new Gunpla from the brand new Gundam movie, Sieg Freedom. Now, I don't normally build suits outside of UC, I think I say that a lot, but I want to give a shout out again to Sieg, New York for supplying this for me to get a look at it, and I find it surprising. There are things about it I can't wait to share. All right, and I really like the look of this in general up close. Now, I want to say up close because originally when the designs came out, I kind of felt similar to a lot of other Sieg designs where like, these are really awesome futuristic robots. They're more the superhero robot, not my style. And sometimes there's too much to them to where I don't know how to handle it. But, I really like this. Having it in hand, building it, I really like the design of it, the look, playing around with the wing binders it has to give it, just some cool poses. It just makes this really awesome. And really, even as I was posing this to take pictures and to do video and to swap accessories, it just wasn't falling apart, and I really appreciate that. Because, building it was a lot of fun. It was actually a pretty easy build, a quick build, but it was nice the way it all went together. It was pretty easy to follow. Didn't really run into any weird confusion. And the stickers, another part of it, I never know about these sticker sheets, but they tend to work out fine. And so in this case, the wing binders required stickers, and some other panels on here did. The gun actually. Lots of stickers. I was surprised about that, but it looks nice actually. Would I have preferred the color separation? I don't know how much of applying stickers like this is a big part of the hobby, maybe for a more mainstream, wider audience. And then there's just maybe a limited audience that actually will go the extra mile to then fully paint it. So for those that don't want to, that's why the option's there, but it works. I think this thing looks great. I'm even surprised with the head sculpt. It does a good job of, with the color separation, the armor pieces with the pieces behind, it does a good job of showing off panel lining without panel lining happen to be necessary. All right, as for accessories, its backpack is one big accessory because part of that is transforming, which we'll get to. It's got two shields. It's got kind of like a standard, mobile suit shield, but then it's got the more like F91 style, G-Savior style, like energy shield. Like mentioned before, we got the gun with all the stickers that you put on it. You got two beam saber hilts for the beam saber, which actually the hilts can go together and do a giant dual beam saber, which is pretty awesome. The binders on the backpack and on the side skirts, there are these guns that can fold out. Again, adds some coolness to it. So, what I really like about this is how it is, like I was saying at the beginning, I consider this like the MCU or Marvel superhero equivalent when it comes to the Gundam universe. With UC, I see robots and how I like to view them. When they're grounded, they're very realistic. They can like fit into a military or army, etc. What Sieg does is it gets a little edgier. It still retains sort of that military style, but being edgier, being more superhero-like in terms of the way it showcases its weaponry, having the binders kind of fold out the way it does. Also having kind of like the thicker forearms and wrists that really go good with moving around in superhero poses, like we see them. And so that helps a lot with the articulation in this, especially around the waist area, that even when you put the two pieces together, there seems to still be a gap in place. What this gap allows is for a slight twist when you're turning the torso. This just gives it just a little more space actually to move, and you can kind of see the gap on both sides. And so because of this is a really nicely articulated action figure that's like a Marvel superhero action figure. It's like the robot spirits, and what's awesome about it is the fact that it wasn't falling apart because it is a Gunpla, something I'm having to build. Now, it also has its transformation mode, which is honestly very easy, and it's a little cooler than I thought. I like transformation modes. They don't always, they're hit or miss, I should say, really, but you just fold apart up from its back and really just put its legs and arms to the side, and it's almost like, there you go. There's some wings that fold out that make it look really cool, and how you can set up the shield and the gun also adds to it. So it actually looks neat in its MA form. So for a brand new Gunpla for 2024, I think this checks all the boxes in terms of quality, how fun it is to build, the articulation at play, the accessories, and just the way it looks overall. It really matches the Seed Freedom movie that recently launched, so it's really cool to get this Gunpla. I just now need to see the movie. Anyway, let me know what you think below. And shout out again to Sieg New York for supplying this Gunpla so we can take a look at it. Again, if you saw, I had fun with the pictures and videos. Is this something you're picking up too? I'm curious. And I know there's others from the movie that actually look awesome. One also I have from Sieg New York I'll cover. But also I want to give a big shout out to the supporters. Thanks for making this channel and the videos possible. Subscribe if you haven't. Give the video a like. Check the links below for ways you can support the channel if you're interested in that, or also join our Discord. We have a lot of fun there. You can show off your Gunpla. I tend to post pics of what I'm building on there. So anyway, we'll talk later. Have a good one.